Our world is quietly hiding individuals with physical transformations so bizarre that even modern science is left baffled. They aren't from another planet, they are living right among us. These mysterious genetic mutations are challenging the very laws of nature, forcing us to ask with a chill, what are the true limits of the human body? In this video, we'll explore the real journeys of resilient individuals, like the tree man with bark-like skin, the tallest man in the world who needs crutches to walk, or the actor who turned Marfan's syndrome into a superpower to play monsters. If you're ready for fascinating perspectives without exaggeration, hit like, subscribe to the channel for more amazing stories, comment your thoughts below, and let's explore responsibly. Thomas Quasthoff is one of the greatest baritone singers in 21st century classical music, proving that true musical talent has no physical limitations. Due to the effects of thalidomide taken by his mother during pregnancy, Thomas was born in Germany with severe limb differences. He stands about 1.34 meters tall and has no arms, with hands emerging directly from his shoulders. Despite his distinctive physical condition, Thomas early on revealed a deep passion for music and possessed a rare, rich, and powerful bass baritone voice. His journey in the world of music was far from easy. When he applied to a local conservatory, he was rejected because he could not play the piano, at the time a mandatory requirement. Refusing to give up, Thomas chose to study voice privately with teachers and also pursued a law degree to secure his future. His perseverance paid off when he won the prestigious ARD International Music Competition in Munich in 1988. This achievement opened the doors to a remarkable career, leading him to perform on some of the world's most prestigious stages, including Carnegie Hall and the Vienna State Opera. With his refined technique and deeply expressive performances, Thomas won 3 Grammy Awards and earned immense respect from both colleagues and audiences. After retiring from opera singing in 2012 due to health reasons, he turned to teaching and jazz performance, continuing to inspire younger generations of artists. The most profound educational lesson from Thomas Quasthoff's life is his unwavering belief in inner value. He teaches us that instead of focusing on what we lack, we should refine and perfect what we do have. He did not want audiences to come out of curiosity about his appearance, but to be moved by his music. His story reminds us that the greatest barriers are not physical limitations, but social prejudice and self-doubt. He stands as proof that self-respect and courage can transform a difficult fate into a life of brilliance and dignity. Through the image of Thomas standing confidently on stage with only his voice, we learn that when we achieve true excellence in our field, the world will listen and forget all else but the art itself. Abiodun Adegoke, often known by the nickname Big Naija, is a Nigerian basketball player who gained global online attention due to his extraordinary height of 2.36 meters. Born into a family with difficult economic circumstances, Abiodun's exceptional physical growth once became a major challenge, as finding suitable clothing, shoes, and transportation for his size was a daily struggle. However, instead of feeling insecure about his differences, Abiodun quickly recognized the great potential given to him by nature and made a firm decision to pursue a professional sports career. His journey is marked by continuous and disciplined training. He moved to Dubai to train at professional basketball academies, where he had to learn how to control his massive frame in the most efficient and agile way possible. Although his height gives him a natural advantage, allowing him to dunk without jumping, Abiodun still spends hours every day refining his skills and improving his physical conditioning. His dedication has helped him attract attention from scouts around the world, including those from top-level leagues. He has become a living example of turning a unique physical trait into a powerful competitive advantage. The key educational lesson from Abiodun Adegoke's story is the attitude toward one's differences. He teaches us that every individual has unique characteristics that we may initially see as limitations. However, with enough courage to accept ourselves and persistent effort to improve, those differences can become the key to success. His story reminds young people that you don't need to become exactly like everyone else. Focus on developing your own strengths and turning them into your unique value. Confidence and determination can help us overcome all prejudice and reach the heights of our dreams. David Roach is an inspiring Canadian speaker, author, and performance artist. Born with a congenital vascular malformation on his face, David went through a long journey from self-doubt and insecurity to fully accepting and embracing his appearance. Instead of choosing a withdrawn life, he bravely stepped onto the stage to share his personal story through engaging and humorous performances, most notably, The Church of 80% Sincerity. David Roach's journey offers a profound educational lesson about self-worth and the redefinition of beauty. He teaches us that outward appearance does not determine a person's value or happiness. Rather than trying to change himself to fit strict societal standards, David chooses to face the world with kindness and intelligence. His story reminds us that every scar or difference is part of one's life story. The greatest lesson from David is the courage to live authentically, encouraging people to love their own imperfections in order to find true freedom within themselves. Don't forget to like and subscribe to help us continue bringing you quality videos. Dylan Postl, born in 1986 in Wisconsin, USA, is a clear example of resilience and burning passion in the world of sports entertainment. From birth, Dylan was diagnosed with Achondroplasia, which limited his height to just 1.35 meters. In a field where large physiques and physical strength are often seen as essential, such as professional wrestling, his small stature seemed like an insurmountable barrier. However, driven by a deep love for the sport since childhood, he never allowed his physical condition to limit his dreams. Dylan began his journey in small local wrestling promotions, constantly training and learning how to turn his uniqueness into a distinctive feature that captivated audiences. His relentless effort paid off when he officially joined WWE in 2006 under the ring name Hornswoggle. On the world's most prestigious wrestling stage, Dylan proved that talent and charisma can shine regardless of physical appearance. He quickly became a fan favorite thanks to his agile performance skills, natural humor, and full commitment in every match. Over his decade-long career in WWE, he made a strong mark through various roles, from winning the prestigious Cruiserweight Championship to participating in iconic and entertaining storylines. After leaving WWE in 2016, Dylan Postl did not stop, but continued to expand his career in independent wrestling circuits, as well as exploring acting and publishing his autobiography. His life story powerfully conveys the message of freely pursuing one's passion and refusing to be defined by physical limitations. Dylan's journey is not only about a small-statured man achieving great success, but also a powerful source of inspiration. Clear proof that confidence, perseverance, and a positive mindset can help people overcome any prejudice and create an extraordinary legacy. Tara Jolie is an American actress, singer, television producer, and a powerful inspirational figure in the U.S. entertainment industry. Born in Texas, Tara was born with achondroplasia, which resulted in her very small stature. Rather than allowing her physical differences to hold her back, she carried a huge artistic dream and a strong determination to conquer Hollywood. In the early years of her career, Tara faced countless challenges, as the entertainment industry often typecast people of short stature into secondary or comedic roles meant for mockery or entertainment. However, with her diverse talents in singing, dancing, and acting, she persistently proved her true abilities, gradually breaking down rigid stereotypes. The biggest breakthrough in her career came when she created her own path, taking on both the role of executive producer and main star of the hit reality TV show Little Women, L.A. The show gained worldwide attention and completely changed how mainstream audiences view the everyday lives, relationships, and careers of petite women, portraying them with authenticity, dignity, and depth. Her success continued when she made history as the first person with a small stature to compete on the highly popular dance show Dancing with the Stars, where she amazed millions of viewers with her graceful performances, outstanding athletic spirit, and unstoppable positive energy. Beyond the bright spotlight of her career, Tara Jolie is also known as a wonderful wife and mother, living a truly happy and fulfilling family life. She frequently uses her platform and personal voice to spread positive messages about motherhood, openly sharing her experiences in raising children and strongly advocating for equal rights for the community of people with small stature. Beyond that, Tara Jolie is also actively involved in charity work and animal welfare efforts, demonstrating a deeply compassionate and generous heart. With unwavering willpower, a burning passion for the arts, and relentless perseverance, Tara Jolie has broken through society's invisible barriers to take control of her own destiny and build a lasting legacy. Her colorful life journey stands as a powerful testament, inspiring people everywhere that no matter what form you are born into, with enough confidence, courage, and a positive mindset, you can proudly reach any height and write your own unique story of success. Brianna Warden, a resilient beauty from New York, USA, has turned major health challenges into an endless source of inspiration for the community. Diagnosed with Neurofibromatosis type 1 at just 2 months old, this medical condition led to numerous tumors developing along the left side of her body, causing significant difficulties with mobility and bone structure. Throughout her journey to adulthood, Brianna underwent more than 10 complex surgeries, and even faced moments where she had to relearn how to walk and speak from the beginning. Despite everything, she demonstrated incredible strength by courageously overcoming a life-threatening illness 3 times. Rather than stepping back in the face of adversity and physical pain, Brianna chose to step into the spotlight. She went on to win the title of Miss Teen New York International 2013, and later became a national ambassador for the Children's Tumor Foundation in 2020. Through her voice and influence, Brianna continues to raise awareness about chronic illnesses, challenge social stigma, and encourage people to appreciate and love their bodies. Her remarkable journey stands as a powerful testament that willpower, courage, and optimism can help anyone appearing on Gavin's face is the most brilliant proof that the darkness of illness must retreat before the radiant light of resilience and an intense longing for life. Prithviraj Patil, a young man from India, became the center of global amazement after being born with a rare condition known as hypertrichosis, often referred to as the werewolf syndrome, which caused his entire face to be covered in thick hair from birth. Instead of hiding from curious stares or social stigma, he chose to face life with remarkable strength and admirable optimism. Prithviraj's story is a testament to overcoming barriers and shining with confidence. If you found this video helpful, please like and subscribe to support us. Dr. Michael Goodman is a living testament to the power of willpower and determination in overcoming adversity. Born with Treacher-Collins syndrome, a rare genetic condition that affects the development of bones and tissues in the face, Michael faced a difficult childhood. Because of his different appearance, he was exposed to stigma and unkind stares from society. However, instead of withdrawing in the face of hardship, Michael Goodman turned those challenges into motivation to pursue his dream of becoming a pediatrician, with the desire to care for and protect other children. His educational journey was a series of relentless efforts, as he overcame numerous reconstructive surgeries and psychological barriers to graduate from medical school and become a skilled physician in Indiana, USA. Becoming a voice for the Treacher-Collins syndrome community, he spread a message of compassion and the idea that human value is not defined by outward appearance. His story affirms that circumstances may shape the body, but cannot determine the future, and that when we use our own pain to help others, we find the true meaning of life. Patrick Doull, born in 1962, was an American man widely known as one of the heaviest individuals in recorded history. But his story is primarily a long journey of struggling against personal adversity. From a young age, Doull faced uncontrolled weight gain despite being an active child who even achieved the rank of Eagle Scout. As he grew older, his passion for food led him to become a restaurant manager. But this also caused his health to steadily decline. At his peak, his weight exceeded 480 kilograms, leaving him unable to leave his home for 7 years and completely dependent on in-home medical care. The biggest turning point in Patrick Doull's life came in 2004, when he was transported to the hospital through a special intervention campaign. There, Patrick Doull showed extraordinary resilience by firmly committing to changing his lifestyle. Through a strict diet combined with gastric reduction surgery, he managed to lose over 250 kilograms, an incredible effort that allowed him to walk again, drive, and regain the everyday activities he had once lost. The entire journey was documented in the television documentary Half-Ton Man, spreading a powerful message of resilience and determination to audiences. Although Patrick Doull passed away in 2016, his story continues to be remembered as a powerful testament to the will to live and the relentless fight for one's own health. A horrific accident at the age of 18 completely transformed James Partridge's life, leaving him with deep burn scars and a shattered facial structure. Instead of retreating into the shadows of insecurity, he used his unique appearance as a weapon to challenge society's rigid beauty standards. He founded the organization Changing Faces, dedicating his entire life to fighting for the rights and confidence of those with facial disfigurements, effectively turning personal agony into a powerful global movement for awareness. James Partridge was far more than just a recovering patient. He became an icon of courage, teaching us that the face is merely a shell, while character is what truly defines human worth. By appearing frequently in the media without hiding his appearance, he forced the world to confront the reality of facial diversity and learn to respect differences. His legacy serves as a powerful reminder that everyone deserves to be treated with fairness and respect, regardless of how prominent the scars they carry may be. Alba Parejo is a prominent Spanish model and activist known for her unique beauty and powerful story of resilience. She was born with congenital melanocytic nevus, CMN, a rare skin condition that left her body covered in more than 500 moles and large, dark patches of skin. Rather than choosing to hide, Alba transformed her physical flaws into a symbol of confidence and self-worth, proving that beauty does not fit into a single fixed mold. Alba's path to self-acceptance was far from easy. As a child, she endured dozens of painful surgeries for medical reasons and was often a victim of bullying and mockery from her peers. However, a major turning point occurred in 2016 when she decided to share her story on social media and enter a local modeling competition. Her bravery not only led to a victory, but also landed her in major publications, launching her professional career in the fashion industry. Today, Alba Parejo is more than just a face in advertising campaigns. She is a leading voice in the body positivity movement. She uses her platform to support the community of people with physical differences and to fight against society's rigid beauty standards. Her message is clear: embrace your scars and the marks on your skin, as these are the very features that define your unique identity. Don't forget to share your thoughts on these changes and hit like, subscribe to the channel to follow more interesting stories. A tragic accident involving a drunk driver left Robert Chelsea with severe burns and a completely destroyed face. Remarkably, he waited 6 long years for a donor with a matching skin tone, refusing to compromise his identity or dignity. His unwavering patience was not just a medical challenge, but a testament to an indomitable spirit, proving that human dignity can never be extinguished by adversity. In 2019, Robert made medical history as the first African American to receive a full face transplant. After a grueling 16-hour surgery, he regained his face, his smile, and his ability to fully embrace life once again. Robert Chelsea's journey stands as a brilliant beacon of hope, reminding us all that with absolute perseverance and faith, one can rise from the ashes of fate to create the most incredible miracles. A silent army of hundreds of tiny lymphatic cysts transformed Gavin Silvestri's jaw into a difficult battlefield since he was very young. These cruel lymphatic malformations not only invaded deep into his bone structure, but also directly threatened his basic functions, such as speaking, chewing, and swallowing. Instead of a clear face, Gavin carried the burden of deformity, turning each day into an ultimate test of endurance for a young soul. Have you ever wondered how a child can keep smiling while facing a maze of illness that slowly chokes his life away? The journey to restore Gavin Silvestri's appearance was an extremely complex medical race, where doctors had to use the most advanced techniques to remove each cyst while avoiding damage to sensitive nerves. Gavin became a true little warrior, undergoing countless surgeries and painful treatments to reclaim every centimeter of his face. The unwavering determination of his family, along with the extraordinary efforts of the medical team, opened a promising new chapter, proving that the combination of love and modern science can create miraculous breakthroughs even in the most critical situations. The legacy of Gavin Silvestri's story is not only about physical recovery, but also a powerful lesson about unbreakable faith. His journey reminds us to appreciate the value of health and courage, and that external imperfections are only a surface layer, while true strength always comes from a determined will to rise. Although challenges still lie ahead, the smile gradually returning to Gavin's face is the most powerful proof that the darkness of illness must eventually give way to the light of resilience and an intense will to live. The painful legacy of the Chernobyl nuclear disaster was etched into the body of Tim Mason, who was born without legs and with only one arm. Born in a radiation-affected region, he serves as a living witness to the horrific consequences of history, a body bearing the weight of past mistakes from his very first breath. Yet, instead of surrendering to the shadows of fate, Tim has proven that human will can germinate and grow strong even in the most barren and wounded of lands. Adopted and raised in the UK, Tim Mason transformed his physical disabilities into a stepping stone to assert his self-worth through sports and a passionate lifestyle. He refuses to let a wheelchair or prosthetic limbs define his stature, instead using his smile and optimism to dissolve prejudices regarding his differences. Tim's life is a powerful message of boundless love and the strength of adaptation, reminding us that no matter how harsh the beginning, we always have the right to choose how we shine. Kiara Higgins faces a harsh reality as Perry-Romberg syndrome has caused one side of her face to gradually wither and shrink, looking like a painting being slowly erased. This facial asymmetry is more than just a physical deformity. It is a heavy psychological ordeal that forced her to fight for her identity amidst the stares of strangers. However, instead of succumbing to despair, Kiara bravely went public with her journey, turning her perceived flaws into a source of strength to connect with and inspire millions. Her story is a powerful reminder that true beauty does not lie in perfect symmetry, but in the resilient spirit and the radiant confidence of an indomitable soul. Ashok Shrestha faced a brutal reality as neurofibromatosis type 1, NF1, caused massive tumors to grow uncontrollably, invading his entire face and claiming the vision in one eye. The sagging tumors not only ravaged his appearance, but also imposed a terrible physical burden, turning every daily activity into an ultimate ordeal. Behind that devastated exterior lies an extraordinary resilience, a steadfast soul fighting daily to reclaim light and dignity amidst the judgmental stares of society. Fortune smiled upon Ashok when he received support from the community and talented doctors to undergo surgery to remove the heavy tumors. The reconstructive process aimed not only to restore his appearance, but also to help him regain his vision and long-lost confidence. Ashok Shrestha's story is a testament to how modern medicine and human compassion can completely transform a destiny, reminding us that even when adversity obscures our vision, the human will remains a lighthouse, guiding us through the darkness. Jaspreet Singh Kalra has amazed the medical community and audiences worldwide with his extraordinary flexibility, far beyond the standards of an ordinary performer. Known as the Boneless Boy, he possesses a body so flexible that he can rotate his head 180 degrees or twist his limbs into positions that seem possible only through cinematic special effects. This incredible flexibility is not only a rare biological phenomenon, but also the result of relentless training, transforming the human skeleton into something soft and fluid like water. Jaspreet's journey is a powerful source of inspiration for discovering and mastering the hidden potential within each individual. Instead of viewing his physical differences as a limitation, he turned them into a high-level performance art to assert his unique identity on the global talent map. His story reminds us that with perseverance and a positive mindset, people can break through preconceived limits of the human body to achieve extraordinary things. Always cherish your uniqueness, because those distinctive traits are the key to unlocking success and influence. Is the true limit of human potential physical or in the mind? Share your thoughts in the comments, hit like if you believe in limitless potential, and subscribe to continue this journey of discovery. Stan Larkin faced a medical ordeal that seemed like something out of science fiction. He was diagnosed with arrhythmogenic right ventricular dysplasia, ARVD, a highly dangerous condition that causes severe heart rhythm disorders. To keep him alive while waiting for a donor, doctors made a bold decision to completely remove his natural heart. Instead of being confined to a hospital bed, Stan miraculously survived for 555 days without a heart in his chest. All of his vital functions were sustained by a fully synchronized artificial heart device weighing over 6 kilograms, which he carried with him in a regular backpack. Stan's miracle is more than just a breakthrough in biomedical engineering. It is a radiant symbol of an indomitable will to live. Despite carrying his life support on his shoulders, he refused to let go of his passions, even shocking the world by playing pickup basketball with his friends. Stan's story is a powerful testament that when possessed by an iron spirit and a fierce desire to survive, even the harshest biological limitations must give way. He wasn't just waiting for a new heart, he was mastering his life, even when his pulse was powered by a machine. Paul Alexander is an eternal symbol of human will against grim adversity, living inside a massive iron lung for over 6 decades. After the 1952 polio outbreak stripped him of his ability to breathe, he was confined to a steel cylinder to stay alive. Instead of despairing in his cramped iron cocoon, Paul proved that while breath may be restricted, the yearning for freedom and the power of the intellect know no bounds. Beyond mere survival, Paul achieved the extraordinary by teaching himself glossopharyngeal breathing, allowing him to leave the machine for short periods to attend university and graduate with a law degree. He broke all physical barriers to become a practicing lawyer, representing clients in court from a specialized wheelchair. The image of a man in an iron lung relentlessly pursuing justice is a powerful testament to the strength of discipline and the determination to conquer impossible heights. Paul Alexander's story is more than a medical record of endurance. It is a profound message about the value of life. He wrote his memoirs using a pen held in his mouth, reminding the world, "Your past or your disability does not define you." Paul lived a full and vibrant life, teaching us that even in the most dire circumstances, the human spirit can create world-changing impact through an extraordinary will to live. Williams Martin Sanchez Lopez astounds the world with his unprecedented globe luxation ability, allowing him to pop his eyes out of their sockets by a staggering 12 millimeters, approximately 0.47 inches. Thanks to a combination of loose orbital tissue and rare ocular muscle control, He performs this feat completely pain-free and without damaging his vision. This unique medical phenomenon not only landed him in the Guinness World Records, but also serves as a vivid testament to the miraculous and mysterious variations of the human body. Williams's story reminds us that every individual can possess distinct traits, turning a physical anomaly into a unique personal signature that connects them with the world. Wesley Warren Jr. endured a severe case of scrotal lymphedema that caused a part of his body to swell to a staggering 132 pounds. This massive burden turned simple daily tasks into agonizing struggles and isolated him in a world of physical and emotional pain. Every step he took back then was a grueling struggle, not only against the physical weight, but also against the stinging stares of social stigma. His ordeal serves as a poignant reminder of human endurance when faced with the rarest and most devastating medical conditions. After years of being a prisoner in his own body, Wesley found hope through a complex surgery that removed the growth and restored his dignity. This journey of rebirth celebrates the power of modern medicine and the courage to fight back against overwhelming odds. His return to a normal life ignited a flame of hope for countless others silently suffering through unspoken pain. He proved that no matter how heavy the burden, hope remains alive as long as we refuse to give up. The cinematic world immortalized Richard Roundtree as an invincible man of steel. Yet reality dealt him a blow more grueling than any action script ever written. In 1993, while at the peak of his career, the legendary Shaft star received a diagnosis that left him stunned: breast cancer. At that time, the concept was almost a taboo for men, especially for a paragon of masculinity like him, making this battle not just about survival, but about shattering the walls of social stigma. Richard Roundtree's surgery to remove breast tissue and the devastating rounds of chemotherapy were not just a medical treatment process, but a turning point that transformed him into a true fighter beyond the screen. Rather than choosing silence to protect his superhero image, Roundtree decided to publicly share his truth in order to raise awareness and awaken the community. He proved that acknowledging vulnerability is not a sign of weakness, but the highest form of courage, helping millions of men around the world understand that listening to their bodies is the key to preserving their lives. The legacy left behind by this late legend isn't measured solely in box office hits, but in the countless lives saved by his decision to speak the unspoken truth. Until his final years, he remained steadfast in his mission to inspire, turning fear into action and transforming a devastating illness into a masterclass on extraordinary resilience. Richard Roundtree taught us a priceless lesson. A real man is not one who never falls, but one who stands up and lights the way for others through the darkness. Roy Sullivan, famously dubbed the human lightning rod, made history with a miraculous record of surviving 7 direct lightning strikes. From singed hair to temporary vision loss, each encounter with nature's fury saw him defying all odds of probability to reclaim his life. Roy's story is not just a medical anomaly, but a brilliant symbol of the indomitable human spirit, reminding us that the will to survive can overcome even the most unbelievable strokes of fate. Kailash Singh stunned the world by refusing to bathe with water for 37 years to fulfill a spiritual vow for the well-being of his family and nation. Instead, he maintained a fire bath ritual by standing around a large bonfire every evening, believing that heat and smoke would purely cleanse his body. This act serves as a powerful testament to the strength of faith, where a person is willing to forego basic hygiene to pursue a higher spiritual goal. Teresa Widner is a living symbol of the psychological phenomenon known as Pica, in which a person consumes raw minerals, such as pebbles, instead of ordinary food. Over the course of many decades, she reportedly ate more than a ton of stones, viewing this behavior as a way to self-soothe her inner emotional turmoil. Teresa's story illustrates the intersection of micronutrient deficiencies, psychological trauma, and survival instincts, while also revealing the complex, hidden dimensions of human behavior and the deep desire for inner peace, even when such actions carry significant health risks. Thank you for following the inspiring stories of these resilient individuals today. Their journeys are not only a testament to the strength of the spirit, but also a reminder of the importance of understanding and unconditional love for children born with different appearances. If these stories have touched your heart, don't forget to hit like and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss any more inspiring and meaningful videos. Have you ever come across someone so unusual that your brain almost refuses to believe they're real? Our planet is not only fascinating, but also filled with individuals whose appearances seem to defy the normal rules of nature. From incredibly rare conditions to truly baffling looks, each story will make you rethink what normal really means. In today's video, we will explore 20 of the most extraordinary people, cases that challenge all conventional understanding, and will leave you amazed every single second. If you love strange but true stories like these, don't forget to hit like and subscribe so you won't miss any more fascinating content. Sebastian is a young boy who has touched the hearts of millions through documentary footage that authentically captures his life with Cornelia de Lange syndrome, CDLS. This is a rare genetic condition that causes limitations in physical development, intellectual ability, and distinctive facial and bodily features. From the moment he was born, Sebastian has faced a challenging journey, where simple tasks such as communication, eating, or movement require extraordinary effort from both him and his family. Despite living in a small body and facing significant language difficulties, Sebastian possesses a deeply sensitive and affectionate soul. His journey is not measured by grand achievements, but by small yet invaluable milestones. A radiant smile, a meaningful gesture of connection, or learning how to express his emotions to those around him. Sebastian's family has created a nurturing and patient environment, where they learn to understand his unique language and respect his individual pace of development. Sebastian's optimism throughout his therapy journey has become a powerful source of inspiration, spreading a message about the value of existence and the joy found in the simplest things. The most profound educational lesson from his story is the importance of respecting diversity and practicing patience. He teaches us that every individual, regardless of biological limitations, carries an inherent human value and deserves love and understanding. His story reminds society that education is not only about transferring knowledge, but also about learning empathy and patiently accompanying those who are different. Sebastian is living proof that happiness is not measured by how much we can do compared to others, but by how much effort we put into overcoming our own limits with love. For more than half a century, Estella lived with this secret without ever knowing it. She once experienced deep sadness over not being able to have children with her late husband, yet she chose to live a simple life, working hard and sharing warmth with her neighbors. Although she carried what she believed was a small abdominal lump, something she thought was simply a sign of aging, she maintained an optimistic spirit and remained physically active. However, rather than being defeated by pain or differences in appearance, Bella has chosen to face the world with remarkable optimism. Her journey is not only a fight for health, but also a process of affirming her self-worth in a society that can often be unforgiving toward differences. Bella does not see her condition as a barrier, but as a unique part of her identity that allows her to connect with and inspire millions of people in similar situations. Every smile and daily progress Bella makes is a vivid testament to how strong the human spirit can be in the face of adversity. The most profound educational lesson from her story is self-acceptance and empathy between people. She teaches us that true beauty does not lie in physical perfection, but in the courage to be ourselves. Although her journey ahead may still include many health challenges, Bella's smile continues to inspire millions. She stands as a symbol of hope, reminding us that every individual deserves love and the opportunity to shine in their own unique way. Her presence encourages us to appreciate life as it is, and to view every difficulty as an opportunity to build resilience. Inspired by Bella's strength and smile? Share your thoughts below, and don't forget to like and subscribe to spread her message of hope. Raiden Gallardo is a resilient young boy who has deeply inspired communities through his journey of facing Pfeiffer syndrome type 2, a very rare genetic condition that affects the development of the skull, face, and limbs. From the moment he was born, Raiden's life has been closely tied to hospital rooms and a series of complex surgeries aimed at preserving essential bodily functions. Despite enduring physical challenges that even many adults would struggle to withstand, Raiden continues to amaze those around him with his strength and unbreakable optimism. His journey is not only a medical miracle, but also a powerful story of unconditional love within his family. With the constant support of his parents, he has learned to overcome physical differences and embrace life just like any other child. The baby was born with a rare condition that caused their facial features to appear unusually shaped. In the community where the child lives, many people did not see the baby as a human being and often used hurtful, insulting language. When the father saw his child for the first time, he could not bear the shock and left. However, the mother stayed by her baby's side, showing extraordinary strength and patience. She ignored the cruel words from others and continued to fight for her. He teaches us that adversity may test the limits of the body, but it can never imprison a soul that longs to live. His story reminds us to practice empathy, to see people for their courage and heart rather than their physical differences. Through Raiden's journey, we learn to appreciate every breath, every small step forward, and to understand that, with enough love and determination, human beings can create miracles even in the most uncertain circumstances. Blake Leeper is one of the most inspiring track and field athletes in the world, proving that the only true limit of a human being is their willpower. Born in Kingsport, Tennessee, Blake was affected by a congenital condition that left him without both legs below the knees. Instead of accepting a limited life, he chose to turn his prosthetic legs into wings to conquer the track. Blake's journey began with his first unsteady steps on prosthetics at a very young age. With incredible encouragement from his family, he never saw himself as disadvantaged. He participated in various sports, from basketball to baseball, before discovering his true passion for track and field. The turning point came when he received specialized running blades. From that moment on, Blake didn't just run for fitness. He ran to break records. At the London 2012 Paralympic Games, he won a silver medal in the T44 400 meters and a bronze medal in the T44 200 meters. He has also held U.S. national records and, at times, world records in the 400-meter event within his category. Not stopping there, Blake has aspired to compete on equal terms with able-bodied athletes at the Olympic Games. Despite facing legal controversies over whether his prosthetics provide an unfair advantage, he continues to train with a bright smile and an unshakable, optimistic spirit. Recently, at the Paralympic Games Paris 2024, Blake Leeper competed in the T62 400-meter event and finished in 4th place, achieving a personal best time of 47.32 seconds. Leeper is also a motivational speaker, sharing his story of overcoming physical and social challenges, using his disability not as a limitation, but as a source of drive and determination. The most profound lesson from Blake Leeper's life is the mindset of having no limits. He teaches us that adversity is not the end, but a test that strengthens character. Their journey is far from a fairy tale. Everyday tasks can present real challenges, and what seems simple to others can become a major obstacle. On top of that, they often face curiosity and sometimes judgment from those around them. Yet instead of shrinking back or feeling defeated, Paolo and Catiuccia confront it all with strength. They turn difficulties into fuel, proving that humans can adapt, grow, and thrive in any situation. Nguyen Duy Hai, a 33-year-old man from Dalat, became widely known for his extraordinary resilience while living with a tumor weighing over 80 kilograms on his right leg. The tumor first appeared when he was just 4 years old and continued to grow relentlessly, eventually leaving him unable to walk and facing immense daily challenges. For decades, Hai endured both physical pain and extreme hardship. Yet instead of giving up, he maintained an optimistic spirit and a gentle smile, becoming a source of inspiration to those around him. A turning point in his life came in 2012, when McKay McKinnon and his medical team successfully performed a major surgery to remove the massive tumor. Although life afterwards still presented health challenges, Hai was finally able to experience some of the most liberating years of his life. The most profound lesson from his story is the power of a positive mindset in the face of adversity. He teaches us that while the body may be limited, the spirit and will are not. His story reminds us to cherish life, to be grateful for the kindness of others, and to hold firmly onto the belief that, as long as we don't give up, the light of hope will always appear at the end of the road. Inspired by Hai's resilience and spirit? Share your thoughts below, and don't forget to like and subscribe to keep the hope alive. Shin Hyomyoung, born in 1989 in South Korea, is a unique case that has attracted widespread attention due to his unusually youthful appearance. Although his official documents confirm his year of birth, his looks make it difficult for many to believe that he has long passed adulthood. This striking contrast has made him a subject of interest for both the media and online communities. He is often nicknamed the Peter Pan of Korea, a metaphor describing a body that appears to age very slowly. Some sources refer to this phenomenon as Highlander syndrome, However, this is not a medically recognized term and is primarily used descriptively. According to available observations, Shin's body seems to have remained at a certain stage of development, showing very few signs of puberty or typical aging. At the age of 25, Shin still had the appearance of a teenager, with smooth skin, minimal body hair, a youthful voice, and almost no facial hair. Despite this, publicly available information suggests that he does not suffer from any severe medical conditions directly linked to this trait. He has, however, shared experiences with other health issues, such as diabetes and dental problems, though these have not been identified as related to his slow aging characteristics. In everyday life, Shin strives to live like a typical adult. He has appeared at entertainment venues, participated in social outings, and even presented identification when necessary to verify his age. According to more recent updates in 2023, he has remained active on social media under the name DJ Pororo, sharing content related to DJing, mukbang, and lifestyle vlogs. His story also serves as a reminder of the importance of empathy. People should not rush to judge others based on appearance, as behind a different exterior may lie a mature and resilient individual. Shin Hyom-young has turned his uniqueness into a meaningful message about self-acceptance and appreciating every moment of life, no matter how time may pass. Margaret Howe Lovett was the central figure in one of the most unique and controversial scientific experiments in history regarding communication between humans and animals. In the 1960s, on the island of St. Thomas in the Caribbean, she took part in a research project funded by NASA, with the goal of exploring whether humans could teach dolphins a form of language. Her journey began when she volunteered to live almost entirely in a partially flooded house with a bottlenose dolphin named Peter. Over the course of several months, she patiently built a close bond with him, sharing daily routines, eating, sleeping, and working side by side. Margaret worked to teach Peter how to produce English-like sounds through his blowhole. Her persistence led to remarkable results, as Peter began to mimic tones and even simple word patterns to interact with her. However, the experiment gradually extended beyond its original scope. The bond between Margaret and Peter deepened, and the dolphin began to display increasingly complex and difficult-to-manage behaviors. Rather than stopping, she continued the interactions while attempting to guide and adjust Peter's behavior to maintain focus during the training process. In later reflections, she described what occurred not as something sensational, but as a natural part of the experiment's ongoing development. However, the project came to an end not long afterward. Peter was relocated to another facility where living conditions reportedly changed significantly. According to some accounts, the dolphin gradually lost its responsiveness and eventually was unable to survive. Margaret's role and level of involvement in the overall outcome remain subjects of ongoing debate. Some view the situation as a consequence of scientific ambition, while others interpret it as the result of crossing boundaries that were not yet fully understood. Regardless of the perspective, the story leaves a lingering sense of unease. A controversial experiment and the tragic fate of a creature unable to adapt to conditions beyond its natural environment. Is this a scientific breakthrough or a step too far? Share your thoughts below. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more fascinating stories. Ivanka Danisova, a young lawyer from Slovakia, stands as a powerful example of optimism and resilience. Born with Goldenhaar syndrome, a rare condition that affects the development of the skull and the right side of the face, Ivanka faced a childhood filled with challenges.